Hey friends, I'm Stacy and this is Gorgeously Aging. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you spending a piece of your day with me. Today we are talking about microneedling and the benefits of incorporating microneedling into your facial rejuvenation routine. I'm also going to share with you my experience over 10 years of microneedling at home, including my before and after photos. For those of you brand new to my channel, I am a 53-year-old master and medical esthetician. I have spent my entire adult life in the beauty and aesthetics industry as a salon and spa owner and content creator. I love sharing what I've learned over the years to help others achieve their skincare goals safely and affordably. So let's talk about the benefits of microneedling. And there are so many benefits, especially when done consistently. The payoff is huge. Microneedling is one of those treatments that is both safe and easy to do at home, and the benefits are truly incredible. Those benefits include scar reduction, diminishing of fine lines and wrinkles, improving skin texture and tone, minimizing enlarged pores, fading hyperpigmentation, and boosting collagen and elastin. It also makes the skin more receptive to your topical skincare ingredients, and that helps profoundly. So let's dive deeper into the specific benefits of microneedling. In terms of anti-aging, microneedling stimulates collagen and elastin production, which firms the skin and reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It provides scar reduction. I know that's a concern for so many people, and those controlled micro injuries trigger the skin's natural healing process, promoting new skin cell growth and the reduction of scars, including acne scars. So I often get asked about the skin's texture because this is such a big deal, which becomes even more of a concern as we age. By increasing collagen, microneedling results in much smoother, more refined looking skin with less texture. Microneedling can also help with the minimization of pores just through the skin enhancement and the improvement of collagen. So leading to a more uniform skin tone and reducing hyperpigmentation is another big aspect or benefit of regular microneedling. That is something that has really helped my skin. Wait until you see these before and after pictures. So microneedling can also help with your stretch marks by regular microneedling, and that increase in collagen and elastin. It can help with stretch marks. I'm actually using microneedling right now on both some stretch marks on the upper part of my breast and on my tummy tuck scar. So that is something that I have been incorporating in addition to my regular microneedling on my face, neck, and chest. So we're going to jump right in to my before and after, and I'm going to talk more about some of the very specific ways in which microneedling can help with facial rejuvenation. And it's so easy and so quick and so effective and so affordable, especially when you're doing it at home. So you guys, I've mentioned many times that I use the Dr. Pen M8. This is what I've used for years and years. It's good, it's reliable, it's an effective tool, it's affordable. So I will list that down in the description box below. Not only the microneedling pen that I use, but some of my favorite microneedling boosters. You can also find some of my tutorials here on YouTube and some of my more advanced facial rejuvenation content at rumble.com/gorgeouslyaging. So let's jump over to my before and after. And so here is my before and after picture. On the left, you can see that I have more hyperpigmentation. This was a decade ago. And you can see there's more fine lines and wrinkles, more hyperpigmentation, and the skin is less radiant. And where 10 years later, my skin has improved, less fine lines and wrinkles, and just overall better skin quality. So that is something that I have been thrilled to look back at, because in the moment, you're not always seeing the improvement. So sometimes you can think, I don't know if I'm seeing the improvement, but like a lot of treatments, the more consistent you are, the better. Now, I have to say I do other treatments. I don't only do microneedling. So that's something to keep in mind. I do other treatments. But when we're just looking at the skin quality, the quality of my skin, the evenness of my skin, the radiance, it's all more improved on the after or the right side of this before and after photo. So, I don't always appreciate the improvement of some of these regular treatments I do as fully as when I go back a decade and look at the before and after pictures. So, to me, it's been a really profound improvement. So I suggest if you're doing any kind of treatments or multiple treatments, I do a lot of different things. So it's nice to go back and see those comparison photos without makeup. And, I try to get them in the same lighting, but when you're looking a decade later, you don't always do those comparisons in the exact same lighting at the exact same time of day. But even so, you can see that those results are pretty impressive. So I think a lot of what is going on in the surface of my skin is largely in part from microneedling. I do use a Nira laser both under my eyes and on my skin and neck. And of course, I do a lot of other treatments. And again, those treatments, I have educational video on how you can do those treatments at home at rumble.com/gorgeouslyaging. So it's a great place to get safety focused education. If you're interested in learning more about how to do your own facial rejuvenation treatments. So let me just go back to my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything important, and we'll just recap on some of the things that I think are important. So in terms of anti-aging, microneedling stimulates collagen and elastin production. This is so important, and this makes the skin more firm. So we start to have a reduction in collagen and elastin as we age, and those micro injuries through microneedling help to boost collagen production. So scar reduction, this is another thing, whether it's acne scars or other facial scars, that microneedling can effectively address, especially when done consistently. And then I often get asked about skin texture, and this is such a concern to so many people as they age. And I think skin texture can, without question, be improved through regular microneedling. It's also important to know that the boosters used in microneedling are important. You don't have to use expensive boosters, but when you use boosters that have really good ingredients, I always use Korean skin boosters, polynucleotides, good hyaluronic acids, just good boosters that have effective ingredients that are also going to help the skin. That's important because you do need some kind of slip or some kind of booster when you're doing microneedling. You can use a very basic hyaluronic acid type of booster, and this is not a hyaluronic acid serum that you use in skincare. It's needle safe, so like Hyaluron or something of that nature. You can use something as basic as that, but my feeling is that when you're doing a microneedling treatment, it's important to use something that's going to benefit the skin. And although hyaluronic acid does to some degree, you definitely get more bang for your buck if you're using like a polynucleotide in your microneedling booster, skin booster. So in terms of how microneedling affects the pore size, it does tighten the skin in terms of that collagen and elastin production, and just makes the skin surface more refined, and this includes the pores and pore size. So that is a benefit that does come over time with consistency, but it definitely does happen. In terms of hyperpigmentation, this was one thing that I really had a hard time wrapping my head around, how microneedling helps with the hyperpigmentation, but it without question does. There's scientific data that backs this up and studies that show this, and my own before and after definitely shows the improvement of hyperpigmentation. I think microneedling is one of those treatments that I have done the most consistently. So because I do it monthly, and some people can do it as frequently as every few weeks. I know people who've done it weekly. For me, that would be a little bit too much, but doing it monthly for the last 10 years has made a tremendous difference. There's limited downtime. For me, it's like I don't even really have downtime. My skin's a little dry. It feels like a sunburn for like 24 to 48 hours. So I just make sure to keep it well hydrated. And then on the second day, so if I do it on a Monday, by Tuesday I can wear like my tinted SPF, and I go about my normal routine. I don't take time off. There is a little bit of that inconvenience of your skin feeling dry and sunburnt right after microneedling. And then, of course, a deeper microneedling, you may be redder longer, but I never look at it as having downtime. I'm not going to look my best for a few days following microneedling, but I certainly do all my normal things. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I really appreciate you guys spending time with me in these lives. I had done lives a lot in the past, and then I got away from doing them, and I really missed that. So I'm feeling a little bit rusty, like just out of practice doing lives, and I think that probably shows. But I think the more that I do it, the more I'll feel comfortable doing it. And I like this as a way to engage and be a little bit more off the cuff than doing edited videos. And it was something that I always used to enjoy. And, when I think about enjoying what I do, a large part of that is the community and connecting with the community. So I'm hoping that through doing more lives, that's something I can find my way back to. And, it's just important to me to be able to connect with all of you guys, and through lives, I feel like sometimes I can do that a little bit more effectively. So I'm going to jump over. I think there was one comment that came in. Limitless says, hi, awesome, wow, thank you so much. And I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you commenting. It's always great to see you guys joining in on the lives and being a part of the community. So one last time, I'll show my before and after picture so you can see the results that I've had. And again, full transparency always, that I have done other treatments besides microneedling, but this is my skin 10 years ago on the left, and my skin now. Both of these were taken in natural light. Neither of these are retouched. You can see I still have a little bit of those lines, veins around my nose, especially on the right side. There's that one little vein that I haven't really actively treated, but for the most part, I think that I've really held off aging well through the use of microneedling and many other facial rejuvenation treatments. And I feel like this has been just a really good journey. I think microneedling is something that everybody could do safely and effectively and learn to do. And if you're not comfortable learning, you can certainly find a provider in your area and see how it works for you. I definitely don't think microneedling is one of those things that you're going to get great results from doing just one time. I really do think it's the cumulative results over time that make the biggest impact. So, and I see Minnie Mouse is here. Very enjoyable. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. And Minnie says, your skin looks fab. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate those kind comments and for you being here with me during the live. It means so much to me. So thanks for joining me. You guys watch out for my future lives. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and ring the bell to be notified of future video and live uploads. And I'm not doing my lives at a very consistent time. I'm kind of experimenting with daytime or evening and what works out best for the community. So I'm going to try to hit some during the day and maybe a few a week at night. And I'll also, of course, be doing my filmed and edited videos and my advanced facial rejuvenation content over on Rumble. So if you're interested in learning, those videos are free at rumble.com/gorgeouslyaging. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I love and appreciate you all. I will see you in my next video.